What's going on, guys? So today we are going to be installing the Lumen hitch kit for the Ford Bronco. So this is an accessory kit from Ford, and I have a 2025 Bronco. My understanding is that in 24 and up they actually came pre-wired. In my previous 21 Bronco, I actually had to wire everything in right from Ford. So I had to like pull the tail light, I had to take, splice into those wires, run a power wire all the way up. It was a real pain. Had to take out the interior. Like, it was just, honestly, it was a lot of work to do. Whereas this is supposed to be a pretty straightforward solution. So how you know is that if you look on the bottom, you can see there's a plate here, and behind there, there's already the wiring. So in this kit, they actually come with the bracket itself. So obviously, this is an essential part. I'll try to do this one-handed here. So pretty heavy-duty, robust bracket right there. So yeah, there's the bracket. And also in the kit comes with the wiring. So 4 and a 7-pin. Like I said, the wiring is already there. You just basically plug it in, and look at that. They've even put dielectric grease on there for you. Nice. So nice of them. And then here is the module. So this module just goes in behind this panel here. So we got to remove this panel, and the wiring's all there. You basically hook this bad boy up. And Ford was kind enough to include the hardware. So you get new bolts for the bracket itself. I already have Loctite on that. I'll probably put my own little bolt there to hold the wiring in place, and yeah, there you are. So it's a complete kit. Shouldn't take too long to do. They got installation instructions here. Just scan the QR code and away you go. So we're gonna get into this and go from there. Cool. All right, so cool. Ford includes the instructions right here. They're pretty stupid proof, to be honest with you. You just scan the QR code, go to the website, choose from the lists of accessories, and then there's step-by-step IKEA inspired instructions, as I like to call them. But anyway, it's pretty straightforward. For the interior portion, they say to remove these. Now, if I recall correctly, I got away with removing this panel without removing this, but I'm going to do it the way they say, and I'm going to remove this, even though I did it without doing it on my old one. And then remove that. Hopefully I won't have to take the seat out. I don't remember if I had to or not with this. It doesn't say I have to, but I have a 2-door. The 4-door gives you a little more room to play with, but we'll see. But yeah, and then just 3 bolts, a couple of wiring harnesses, and the bumper comes off. So should be straightforward. All right, guys, once you get the panel off, what you're gonna find is the wiring here. It's just like held in with this like plastic holder. It's just held into one of the studs, as you can see here. So those locating studs there, that's what you're going to mount the bracket to. And then of course the wiring harness, as you can see here, it's got this little clip right there that kind of mounts to that. And then the module is going to go there with the included 10mm nuts. And yeah, basically these plugs plug into the module. So you can see, got the module installed here, guys. Now, like I said, they include the 10mm nuts that you're going to use to put onto those, the threaded provisions that are already here. Ford is actually quite clever with these plugs. So they have a plastic bracket these plugs are plugged into while they're not in use. So you just basically unclip them as if they were clipped into a module. And then you unclip them, remove them from the bracket, and then just that's it. Bob's your uncle. Now, these threaded studs, they're painted from the factory, so don't be alarmed if you're gonna have to run the thread a little bit. I did it by hand to not cross thread at first, and then once I got down a few threads, I chased it with my my electric impact. But I mean, they don't need a ton of you know, they don't need a ton of torque here, guys, because it's, you know, it's an interior module. You're not putting this under a lot of load, so don't be using an air impact on this or anything like that. Like I said, you might want to use something other than you know, a hand ratchet, because you have to, you know, you do have to work past the paint to get these things down. But yeah, I mean, I just used my little Milwaukee here, made quick work of getting those in there. So that's it. We're all in. Now you can go here. You can take this wiring harness here, kind of pop that back into its home here. Just kind of sat there like that. Perfect. And then don't forget to plug this guy back in for your if you have a hard top. This guy goes into the dummy plug where you plug in the electrical for the hardtop when the hardtop's removed. So I think it just sends a signal to not turn on the wipers when the hardtop's off or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's for the dummy plug for the hardtop, but don't forget to plug that back in. So yeah, modules installed, that's it. Make sure your wires are all tucked away. Nice and easy peasy, lots of room there. So straightforward, guys. That's it. We're gonna put this panel back on. We're gonna move on to doing the hitch. Cool. And here's the dummy plug I was talking about. So you just literally unplug the harness from this guy and then whatever. Anyway, it's cool. You got like some spare harness connectors if you ever need them. I'm sure they only fit very specific connectors, but anyway, kind of it's kind of a neat way to have them laying around instead of just having the connectors just dangling behind the panel, right? Vibrating along. All right, so moving beneath the bumper now. You can see there's the factory bracket. It has the wiring. Now, in the instructions, they say that there's a wiring harness that has to be disconnected from both sides. I don't have backup sensors, so I think I just have the one wiring harness over on this side here, which I've already disconnected, as you can see. Try not to get too dirty here. But yeah, there's the wiring harness there. As you can see, I've already disconnected it. Came out nice and easy. So yeah. Anyway, it's a bit wet back here. So yeah, just gotta remove these two guys. That guy, 13, couple 18s, I believe, on both sides. And then bumper should just sneak out. All right, so our rear bumper's off. Yep. And as I suspected, I only have one connector just for the license plate lights. I don't have any parking sensors, so there was none on that side. I only had one tow hook because I have the base. And once you take the bolts out of this tow hook, there's actually like a little grommet that it's kind of like a locator, holds it in place so you can fire the bolts in. But as you can see, that's the factory bracket. Here's the factory frame / crash bar, all kind of in place there. So yeah, that's everything. So we're gonna zip off these bolts and yeah, get to the wiring. As you can see, it's already here, already you know, heat taped and all that other good stuff. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, so we've removed the factory harness. Again, same thing as the module. They've got these clever little clip-in things. So there's the harness there. Put in the kit. There's no instructions in terms of, you know, what to tighten that to. So they're pretty girthy bolts. So I just did it to about 70 foot-pounds. I didn't want to fucking fly her through with the impact because the impact's good for 600. So, I mean, yeah, 70 seems more than adequate. And again, they've got Loctite on those bolts. So the one thing I will say, and I've seen another forum member say this too, is that when removing the factory bolts out of this bracket, this guy right here was spinning. Look at that. So this one came out no problem. I had to put a pair of vice grips on this one to get this one out because, you know, welds or press, I think maybe this is pressed in, I don't know, friction fit. Anyway, that was kind of a pain in the ass, but there we go. So hitch installed. Because I live in Canada, I hit it with some crown rust proofing up in there. But now we're gonna put in the harness 4-pin. And like I said, they've already got dielectric on that, so that's pretty neat. Plug that in. And this just slides into place, as you can see here. Kind of slides in like so. Bolts up like so. All right. All right, that's it. Finished product, all done. There is the hitch, wiring, all installed. Bumper back into place, all lined up. Pretty simple. Basically just try to find the, all I did was I just looked at the previous marks. Because you can move this bumper kind of left to right and what have you. So all I did was I just found like the previous, kind of like the recesses in the metal beneath, and then just eyeballed it, made sure that it was lined up with the fender flare there, which we are. And but yeah, so we're all installed, as you can see, all bolted up. And because I'm particular, I always kind of keep a spare can of Crown Rust Proof. So like obviously when everything was exposed, I just kind of sprayed everything to kind of give it a good coating for corrosion resistance. So we got a 7-pin there, got a 4-pin there. I'm probably gonna put a little bit of dielectric grease in here. Like I said, there was already a little bit of dielectric grease in the connector itself, but probably put a little bit more in these connectors just to kind of keep the moisture out. And yeah, we're all good to go. There you have it, guys. So the only thing left is to take it to Ford and have them hook it up. I don't have ForScan, otherwise I would do it myself, but take it to Ford and have them do whatever coating they have to do. So there you have it, all done.